Hello, everyone. I'm Denise. I'm with the Caesarstone Midwest Chicago team. As everybody's logging on, what we have is our panelists are actually the team members, both from the Ohio Valley and the Midwest. So you can kind of see if you scroll, your guys' video isn't on, but ours is. You can always feel free to type a question in the chat. Jason is going to monitor those and we'll probably answer them at the end. But we get a fun little thing for you. And so I think give me like a few seconds of silence. Don, if you want to say anything first, or do you just want me to roll in? Go ahead, Don.
No, I'll just, again, I just want to thank everybody for getting on the webinar with us. This is our second attempt, and we've done a couple other side webinars that have all been very successful. We appreciate your time as we're all trying to do our social distancing and finding means to do work in different manners and different ways. This is an example. Hopefully you'll learn some things from here, and any questions you have, please put them in the chat and we'll answer them as we go along. And I'm going to roll it back to Denise. Denise, go right ahead.
So again, I'm Denise Butchko, and my honest perspective on cleaning is very similar to, well, to Don's daughters and also to an old Phyllis Diller commercial where she came on. If you don't know her, she's a comedian, you can Google her, and said, floors, they're the darndest thing. You clean them once and then 6 months later, you got to clean them again. So it's not my favorite thing, but it's super important. I know it's a top of mind issue these days. And we at Caesarstone are always focused on that because we get a lot of calls about cleaning and we get a lot of warranty issues that are resolved with the correct cleaning. So what we're going to do today is we have two very special guests. We have Mr. D and Mr. C at our DC, Mr. Cleaner and Mr. Disinfector. So in the process of cleaning, we're going to start with cleaning first and then disinfecting because that's how it goes. So Mr. Cleaner, take it away.
Thank you very much, Denise. First of all, I'd like to say it's an honor and a privilege to be here with this webinar. Cleaning is something that's very near and dear to my heart, and it's so important for keeping your Caesarstone countertop clean, sparkling, and shining for decades to come. Now, you might be looking at me and saying, wait a minute, I know this guy. Well, you probably know my brother. He's in the same line of work as I am, and okay, yeah, so, he's got the national TV contract. He's in magazines all around the world. He's a millionaire, makes a lot of money. Mom always liked him more than me. But am I upset about taking corporate gigs like Caesarstone just to make ends meet and put food on the table? You know what? No, I'm not. And here's the reason. Because cleaning is super important, and I'm going to show you why. So what is cleaning when it comes down to it? Cleaning is taking all of the solid particulate off of your countertops. Now, what does that mean? That could be things like dust. That could be things like food particles. That could be grease that's thrown off from your stove. That could even be oils from your fingers and your fingerprints that just build up over time. So cleaning is super important, and you're going to hear this a lot. So what's important about a Caesarstone countertop is it is exponentially harder than a natural stone, and it's non-porous. So you can clean it just like glass. In fact, if you think of it that way, you'll never forget how to clean your Caesarstone. So how do you clean glass? You go up to it, you spray your glass cleaner all over the place, you take a nice soft rag or a paper towel, you wipe off all of the dirt and dust and all of the streaks that the cleaner might leave. Same exact thing with your countertop. You want to put down your cleaning agent, you want to wipe it off with something soft, don't use any abrasive, and you can actually use Windex on your countertop. So how often should you be cleaning your countertop? That really depends on your household and the function that your kitchen uses. So if you think about a family of 6, what you want to do, with a family of 6, you're using your stovetop all the time, you're cooking all your meals. You use your kitchen island as a workshop station for your kids. It's the center of focus when you're entertaining. You may want to clean every single day. Now, if you're a bachelor and you live on delivery pizza, takeout Chinese, you take the girlfriend out to the fancy restaurant on the weekends, you might only need to clean once a week, maybe bi-weekly, but it's still important to clean. Now, when I mentioned daily cleaning, well, what can you use? I mentioned Windex. It has ammonia in it. It's a good cleaning property. It actually, just regular dish soap. Now, we personally at Caesarstone recommend Dawn, and do you know the reason why?
Why?
Well, Dawn takes grease out of the way. So when you think of things like fingerprints, and if you remember the commercial with the duck that was in the Exxon Valdez that they had to clean, they used Dawn. So fingerprints are exactly that, it's oils. So just dish soap will take all the fingerprints right off. Now, if you're a naturalist, you want to be very careful about what you buy because a lot of the cleaners that are natural in the grocery stores are made out of plants and there's plant-based oils in them. So you never want to put oil on your Caesarstone countertop. So we recommend using vinegar. And you want to cut it down because you know what vinegar smells like. You want to use a 50-50 mix and then you have an all-natural cleaner that you can use for your countertop.
Beautiful.
So now let's talk stains because we get calls all the time in the DC. Hey, I have this stain on my countertop. What do you recommend to use? So I actually have a couple samples here. And the first one that I have is Vivid White. I can't imagine anything being more white than this. It glistens, it is beautiful in your kitchen, and Vivid White is very white. And oh no, my wife left a coffee cup right on my Vivid White. So what we recommend to use is soft scrub with bleach. You're saying, Mr. C, can you use bleach on your Caesarstone? You absolutely can because it's non-porous. So if you look at that coffee stain, just use a little soft scrub on it. Always use a soft paper towel or cloth and just circular motion. Think Mr. Miyagi, wax on, wax off, clean it, and now your Vivid White is Vivid White.
Ooh.
Our second stain. This also is one of my favorite colors. This is Noble Gray. Noble Gray is a great name for it because it's very regal. Looks awesome in kitchens or in bathrooms. And the veining on it is superb. It's really nice. It's beautiful. My 11-year-old daughter was doing her nails on my countertops. So what we recommend here is you can actually use nail polish remover on it. Now there's a couple different types. This one is straight acetone, which is purely safe to use. You can use the non-acetone as well. Just put a little bit on a paper towel. And I will demonstrate it. So there's our nail polish. Circular motion, nice and clean. It's going to come right off. Let me take a couple applications. But there you have it, nice and clean, your Noble Gray. Now the third stain we're going to talk about, and this one's going to be a little tricky to show on camera, but we get calls all the time. Hey, there's scratches in my countertop. What do I do about that? Well, they think it's scratches. It really isn't. And I'm going to try and show you on this Oxidian, one of our new dark colors. If you weren't with us last week, you should have been. We went through the whole dark color collection. Oxidian is a beautiful black, blue color. It's got this rust sheen to it, which makes it, it's one of the most popular colors. But when you have darker colors and you put pots and pans on it, I don't know, Miss Denise, can you see down here? It looks like scratches.
No, bring it forward. There. Tilt it back, Back.
Okay.
Yeah, in the bottom. Yeah,
Yes,
I can see
on the
scratches.
bottom.
Yep.
So those aren't scratches. What that actually is, it is metal from your aluminum pots and pans that are leaving some of that when you're moving your pan on your countertop. So it's not scratches, and this is easily removable. We recommend Barkeeper's Friend. And it's important that you use this because this is mildly abrasive, so you really want to be careful when using it. But Barkeeper's Friend has something in it, it's oxalic acid. What oxalic acid does, it breaks down the metals. It's perfect for aluminum, it's perfect for rust. So if you have a drying rack and you get rust stains that seep through, if you use oxalic acid and Barkeeper's Friend, you'll have no problems removing that stain. So now I mentioned mildly abrasive. You always want to use cotton cloths. You always want to use paper towels. I use paper towels because you use them, you throw them out. No laundry to do, it saves you a step. You never want to use something like steel wool. And there's a product out there that my brother actually markets. It's called a magic eraser. It looks soft, it looks spongy, it's white. Don't use it, it's an abrasive. You never want to use an abrasive on your Caesarstone countertop. So with that, that is cleaning. Now, once you do your cleaning, if you think of cleaning and disinfecting as a two-part process, it's almost like your floors. You always want to sweep your floor before you mop your floor. So clean your countertops and then disinfect them. And for that, I'm going to send it over to my counterpart, Mr. D, Mr. Disinfectant.
Mr. D.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. C. You did a phenomenal job and set the bar very high on that note, okay? But thank you. So as we're going along with the whole process, so after you clean, you got to disinfect. So one of the first products you could use is 60% rubbing alcohol. Now this says 50, so I won't be using it today. That's all we can find, unfortunately, in the current situation we're in. But this is one product that you can use. And then from there, by the way, this suit is a 2XL, as you can tell. That's all they had left. And so you could go with, first I recommend your Clorox Wipes. So this you're going to want to use first because it's a it's Clorox Wipes. And it's going to be a little bit more effective than Lysol spray. But if you don't have your wipes, I know these are tough to find right now, but you got a bottle laying around, you could use so. And I will show you exactly how. So, with the Vivid White, I'll come up to you. Okay. So with your Vivid White, now we had the coffee on there, he cleaned it. Now it's time to disinfect it. So what you'll do is just simple. You're just gonna clean it like you would clean anything normally. And what this actually does is it's getting rid of the germs and the bacteria. So, and it's also helping it's another step of cleaning as well to an extent because it makes sure you get that coffee stain off, but it's getting and killing all the germs and bacteria. Now, with how the Lysol and Clorox wipes are, they're designed to dry very fast. With that being said, if you feel as though you have a film over on your countertop, you're like, oh, well, I use the Lysol. Just get yourself a damp paper towel, and then you just it may seem like another step, but it's not. It's going to get rid of that film for you. And just simply just wipe it with a paper towel, a damp paper towel, and dry it. Okay? Just like that. Now, Denise, if you want to bring the camera closer, I'm going to show you. Oh, this suit is huge. Now I'm going to show you. You may have seen a video like this or not, but this is a representation of what disinfecting actually does. As you can see, now with a dirty counter, you put your finger in, and all the bacteria is still there. Now when you use your Lysol wipes or Clorox wipes, you get your finger nice and clean, or your countertop, and then voila, you see how all the bacteria is dispersed then. Because what you're doing is you're getting rid of that bacteria, you're killing all those germs, and so you're keeping yourself safe. So with that being said, from cleaning to disinfecting, everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and thank you for tuning in to another Caesarstone webinar, and I hope you guys had fun and enjoyed it. And I can't see you.
So now we're going to take questions. Jason and the panelists, I'm going to let you take charge and field and answer all the questions. And if you want to read them all out loud, that way everybody can benefit from hearing that. Thank you, special thank you, while you guys are looking at that, to Mr. Clean, Rob, our sales coordinator, who is keeping us afloat, and Nick Belling, sales, Midwest team. Awesome job, guys. And so now, you guys take over with the questions.
I'm going to jump in. Jeff, I see you're on here. What I'd like to do real quick, Denise, just as I did before, if everybody can go around the horn real quick, if we have to, just to introduce themselves. So if there's any questions, again, we appreciate everybody on the webinar. I'm Don Grenis. I'm the manager for the Midwest and Ohio Valley. I know it says Karen on there, but I am Don Grenis. I'm going to just kind of go really quick and then we'll come to the questions. Kenny, go ahead.
Ken Strakus, Indiana and Kentucky.
Tennis. Tennis doesn't realize you're supposed to take the mute off, but that's okay. Go ahead, Tennis.
Many of these. Tennis guy or Kentucky and Indiana transactional rep.
Katie.
Katie Mateus, West and Northern Michigan.
Teresa.
Hi, Teresa with Chicago Architecture and Design Partners.
Caitlin,
I'm Caitlin. I cover Minnesota and North Dakota.
Brian,
Brian Noser, transactional rep. I cover Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota.
the overlord of the Ohio Valley.
Michael Fust, I cover Michigan, Ohio.
Karen,
I'm Karen Spoor. I'm transactional rep for Illinois and Wisconsin.
Dave,
Yes, Dave Warmenhoven. I am the pre-transactional rep for Northern Ohio.
Lily,
Hi, I'm over in Detroit in the east side of Michigan.
and Sean.
I'm Sean Grimes. I live in Kansas City. I cover the state of Kansas and a little partial bit of Missouri.
Amy,
Amy Balsamo, I cover Columbus, Ohio and Central Ohio, pre-transactional rep.
Kat,
Hi, I'm Kat. I cover Chicago and Milwaukee area.
I'm going to go down to Mr. Bio.
Mr. Bio, you mean Mr. D or Mr. C?
Let's go with Mr. D.
Mr. D, introduce yourself, please.
Hi, everybody. Nick Belling, commercial rep here. I handle Chicagoland and southern Wisconsin.
Mr. C.
Hi there, I'm Mr. C, Rob Wazinski. I'm the sales coordinator here, so I work with all of the sales reps. If you're never sure who your sales rep is, you can always give me a call and I'll point you in the right direction.
Denise, I think you introduced yourself.
I did.
And last but not least, we're going to throw it to Jeff.
Good morning, Jeff Stebner, technical specialist from the customer care team, servicing the Midwest, Ohio Valley, Manitoba, and Ontario.
And what I'm going to tell everybody is Jeff is a wonderful resource for all. We all go to Jeff when we have questions that you ask us. So Jeff is accessible with email. Please contact any of our reps and Jeff can also answer any questions. With that, can everybody see the questions? I know anybody want to read them? We have any in here. Let's see.
We've actually been answering. I'm sorry, Karen. We actually have been answering in the chat and the question and answer. So if anybody has anything else, please feel free to let us know. This is Jason Krapek from Missouri and Southern Illinois.
See, Jason, I forgot about you. I'm sorry. All right, with that, I don't want to take up everybody's time. We will do this next Thursday, 11 a.m. Central, 12 Eastern. We really appreciate you getting on here. We're just trying to be different and unique as Caesarstone, and we are definitely trying to be a resource for all of you. So please, please, please reach out to our salespeople. We want to help. We're trying to do as much diligence as we can as we're at home. And the biggest thing for everybody is stay safe, and have a great weekend coming up. Thank you all. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.